we are in training push and biceps today. Right up. Finish. I've got Elliot in with me. Hello. Good friend plus client. Yeah. Come on in. We're at that point in the off season now where breathing's definitely a task.
One more, come on. Yeah. Finish. Good.
And I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again.
I gave it up because of alcohol and other narcotics. Okay, so we are in training push and biceps today. I've got Elliot in with me. Hello. Good friend plus client. Elliot's got aspirations of competing in 2026. He's actually just finished his first diet and started his off season officially. When was it?
A week today.
A week today.
A week into off season.
Yeah, so I've got him in to do push and biceps today. He is very much familiar with the process. He knows what he's in for today. Not like Callum when we had him in for that leg session. So you've got a good idea what you're in for.
Yeah.
So we're going to be starting off with pec deck. I'm actually going to do my rotator stuff first, like warming up rotator cuff, just because I do get a bit of pain in my left shoulder specifically, and I find if I do that before I start my session it tends to subside it a wee bit, but it's never going to completely diminish it. So we'll start off with that and then we'll get cracking. So literally I just do a few of these at the start of my push sessions. If you do find you get any rotator cuff issues, this definitely helps. I always find that there's like a bit of a sticking point just at the back here, and if you just keep trying to go over it and stretch out as much as possible and you're trying to create outward tension, it definitely helps. So there's other things that you can throw in as well, but I find that that's probably the most beneficial one for me anyway. I may need to go and grab my wrist strap at some point as well. So I'm actually at the tail end of a wrist injury from last week. I was doing incline bar and stupidly never asked anybody to spot me, and I had to bail the bar on my last rep and fucked my wrist in the process, which is good fun. So we'll be a bit canny today and I'll just wrap up when I need to. It actually feels all right on here, but I think once we start pressing, we'll definitely get a wrist strap involved. Something that we were just discussing there, so whenever I do, actually that's on one there, whenever I do pec deck, I always hold on here, which isn't where you're typically meant to hold by the design of the machine. You're meant to actually hold it there, but I feel like I don't actually get as much of a squeeze on my chest when I get into the contracted position. But if I'm in here, it just feels like I get a lot more value out of it, whereas Elliot's just said there, he holds it on the normal handles and he feels fine with it. Enrico's just said there that he does it the way I do it. It's the same with exercise selection. Everything's not always going to work for each individual person the same. You know, one exercise might work for me, might not work for you. One way of performing an exercise might work for me, might not work for you. You've just got to be willing to try all these different ways and see what does actually give you value. Hey. 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 Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right, let's go.
Hey.
Drive in.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go. Hey.
Drive. Nice.
Hey.
Drive. Good, mate.
Oh. Oh. Good. Again. Oh. Keep the shoulders back, chest up high. Nice. Oh. That's it, mate. Still more there. And again. Oh. That's it. Load into your chest as you come back, that's it. And drive. And squeeze, finish it. Good. It's like near the end of the set there, one of the pointers that I gave Elliot was just to make sure that his shoulders were staying back and he was keeping his rib cage up so that his chest's up high. It's, I mean, near the end of any set, your form is going to start to deteriorate. The longer that you can try and maintain good execution, the better. But it's important to just remind somebody when they're doing their set just to keep these techniques in place. One thing that I hate on pec deck is you'll see guys like make zero attempt to engage their chest. Like they'll literally do the reps like this. And it's all shoulders. Whereas what you want is chest up, shoulders back. I'm imagining that I'm pushing my sternum or my rib cage right up towards the ceiling, and I'm tucking my shoulders back, and then it's all chest. See the difference between that and so yeah, make sure you're not doing that. Aye. Hey. 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 Aye.
Come on.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah. Easy.
Hey.
Yeah. So let's go. 3 more. Come on.
Hey.
Nice and tight.
Hey.
All in you, mate. Come on. Push. Drive. Drive. Finish.
That's it. Don't just let it collapse back. Keep the tension. Good. Nice. Again. Let's burn it out, mate. That's it. Keep chest up. Nice. That's it. Hold the contraction as you come back. Hold it in. That's it. Good. Stretch. One more. Squeeze. Good.
Actually feels like I get a better stretch on the chest without overstretching my shoulder.
Yeah. So
Because normally I have it further back.
yeah. So there's like a point where if you come too far back, it ends up actually loading into your shoulder rather than keeping it on the chest. So I find when I'm holding it there, I don't go back as far.
No.
Which I think that's what you're
Yeah, I think
suggesting,
that's what I'm doing, is going maybe too far back. So
Yeah.
I
'Cause
may
what
be
you'll
converted.
Yeah, what you'll see is like guys will, when they come back and they go back too far, their shoulders will raise.
Yeah.
So they're actually like loading into their traps on their shoulders and it's taking off the chest.
And with my traps being the way they are.
Yeah, because your
Anyway.
traps are pretty tight anyway. Yeah.
So it's maybe better off for me to.
Maybe this is the way to do it. I was actually just thinking this while he was doing that set there. So doing push and biceps, obviously biceps isn't really like a synergistic muscle for push. Usually people would do like chest, shoulders, triceps, because you're indirectly working your triceps when you're doing your pressing. I've got a specific push day, which is chest, shoulders, tris, but at the start of the week we've got chest, shoulders, bis. What's good is having the bicep movement in, or one of the movements in, quite early in the order of the exercises, because you're still pretty fresh. You're not just saving it for the end when you've got fuck all left in the tank. So having one bicep exercise at the start of a push session and then another one at the back end, I just feel like you get a bit more out of it.
Good.
Aye.
Yep. Yep. 1 minute drive. Yep. Keep going. Yep. Yep. Right, subtle help. Yep. 1 minute. Good. Keep going. Beautiful. Come on. Yeah. Come on. You got more in the tank. Let's go.
One more.
One more. Come on.
Cool. Right, let's get it, mate. Oh. Oh. Nice. Oh. Good. Oh. Oh. Nice. Oh. Good. Again. That's it. Load and come back in. Don't just fall. That's it. Squeeze. That's it. That's it. We're going to fight it down right from the top. That's it. Good. Keep your shoulders back. And drive. Squeeze. One more. Right up. Finish. Good.
Heavy.
Feel good?
Yeah, feeling really good, did it?
So we'll go to a back off set next and then we'll go over to incline bar. Let's go.
Come on. Keep the strength. Go on. Yep. Come on, with me. Pump these out, come on. Yep.
One more.
Finish, come on, nice.
Good. Oh. Right up, and again. Squeeze. That's it. Catch it at the top and squeeze. Then come down. Good. Again. One more. Nice and slow on the way down. Keep yourself back. Good. Nice. Sweet.
Sweaty session.
What's that? Pump.
Great after pump, yeah.
Amazing what a bit of extra food does, eh?
My feeding hasn't gone up massively, but where it has gone up has been really important to my...
Where it came from, like when you were like kind of peak diet, it is a lot more food.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near what it's going to build up to towards the back end of your off season.
Yeah, I mean, peak diet, I was at 1,400 on a rest day, was it?
1,400 and you're up to like 2,000 calories now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we've seen like an initial spike in body weight. I think it was like 2 kilograms you gained in like 2 days.
Yeah, 3, closer to,
Yeah, and then it's kind of tailed off towards the end of this week. So what I'm guessing is that you filled up on glycogen storages and now you're kind of sitting at maintenance, which is good. That's where I want you to be just now while we're kind of rebounding out of the diet.
Yeah.
But you're looking fuller, you're holding good condition.
Feeling a lot better.
That's what we want at the moment. This will be my top set. This is where I injured myself last week, so at least I've got Elliot to spot me today. And there's nothing worse than a wrist injury. I know people would probably argue with that, but I was actually speaking with Jack about this, because see, after he was injured, I had so many little injuries, and like I always felt bad telling him about them, because obviously he was dealing with a ruptured patella tendon. But he was like, no mate, like, your injuries hold just as much value as that, because it's the little ones that where you can still train, but it's not quite where it would normally be, and it like impedes the training. Whereas if you've got something that's like a very big injury, like you know where you stand with it. But something like a stupid wrist injury, it's like you can train, but it's difficult, you know, and you've got to work around it. So yeah, you can't grip properly. You need to make sure that you're not like arching the wrist back at all. You're keeping it completely straight. You have to wear wrist straps, which I don't like wearing wrist straps all the time. Like I like to not have to rely on accessory equipment.
We're ready for this? How many are we going for? 8 to 10? Or?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Between 6 and 10 anyway.
Excellent.
I think I got like 7 last time.
Cool.
3,
2, 1.
Yep.
Here we go.
Go.
Hey. Nice, man. Come on, keep it strong. Yeah. So, you've easily got the 10, yeah? Yeah,
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Yeah. One more. Let me. Come on. Yeah. Drive. Excellent, mate. Excellent. Yeah.
That's it, mate. Up. Nice. Up. Good. Come on. Up. Set. Up. Good, Elliot. Up. Come on. That's it. Up. That's it. Drive. Up. Good. Again. Load into it and big press. Hold you still, mate. Come on. Come on again. That's it. Finish. Oh. Nice.
8 unassisted, I think.
8 unassisted.
I was too busy to count.
PBs all around the board.
Yeah, considering my last week of my diet was really intense.
Yeah.
Seeing the strength come back is really good.
Well, that's the thing, like, see when you're dieting, for most people anyway, your pressing movements are the first thing that typically go. So it's nice seeing that come back again. Definitely. I can see more fullness in your chest already. Because you sent the check-in photos this morning and everything's looking like the best it's looked.
Yeah, it has quickly come up again. So
what I find with my back off sets on this movement in particular, because I'm focusing so much more on execution and tempo, I end up actually not getting that many reps. Like probably get about 10 here, but I'm not bothered how many reps I'm getting. I don't give a fuck. It's more the execution of them reps and how much quality we're getting out of them rather than quantity. I mean, it should be like that for your top sets as well, but obviously we want to try and be progressive with top sets, whereas with this, the focus is more so on contractions, stretches, control, tempo. So yeah, try it out. You'll make better progress, hopefully.
Yep. Good. Nice and strong. Good. Yep. Yep. Easy. Yep. Got more in the tank. Push.
One more.
Yep. Drive. Good, mate.
Nice. Good, mate. Big press. Nice. Think about moving the weight with your chest. Good. That's it. Right, start to bring tempo in now. That's it. Good. That's it. Again with me. Let it sit. Good. Nice. Hey. It's like adding additional foundations below a house.
A good house analogy.
Yes, that's it.
George's favourite analogies.
But then you've also got to think, like, if you're constantly using additional support, how much are you weakening your wrist by doing that? You know, so it's about only using it when needed. So I'm using them a lot just now because I've specifically got an injury in my wrist. It's getting better. It's not at the point where I'm not going to train push at all. It's at the tail end. But once it's better, I would probably use them only on movements where I feel needed, and definitely only on the top sets. I wouldn't be doing them on like feelers or back offs, but for just now, it's needed.
Yeah.
But you play around with it, you know, like, I mean, Elliot, you're still early days. You know, you
Yeah.
need to find what does work for you. Yeah. Where do you need to use wrist straps? Where don't you need to use them? Where can you pull them back a wee bit?
That's the thing, like on any of my machine presses, I don't really need them.
Yeah.
But now, comparatively, compared to how I normally do my dumbbell shoulder press, they're definitely, I can feel that support.
Yeah.
And it'll give me that. If it's just for dumbbell shoulder press, then great.
Yeah.
The strength will build up through everything else.
Yeah, and it's like straps as well. So I did a video on this before, or a reel on this, my first YouTube video. So like for straps, like they allow you to lift more weight that your back is capable of lifting, but your grip's not quite capable of holding on to. But it's like, do you need to use straps when you're doing your feeler sets and you're building up towards a top set? Do you need to use them for your back off set? Well, no, because then you're going to be f***ing up your grip strength, you know. So it's just about balancing it all out and only using it when absolutely needed.
Yeah.
And you'll know when that is just from practice, trial and error.
Yep. Got it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Yep. Come on, mate. Yeah. Come on. Drive. Drive. Come on. Drive. Up. Yep. How did that feel?
My feeler sets for this, I didn't feel too strong, so it wasn't great. But I think I was still like 6 or 7 on my own.
Yeah.
So
No, I would say.
happy with it. I've only just moved up to the 37.5s. I find, I'm out of breath. I find with the dumbbells, because they go up in 2.5s, essentially that's like an additional 5 kilograms on both of them. So they are quite big jumps, so moving between them takes a bit of time just to get used to. I'm out of breath. This is cardio, mate. We're at that point in the off season now where breathing's definitely a task. Nice. Up. Up. Good. Again. Up. Up. Nice. Good. Come on. Big press. That's it. Again. Nice.
It's just that left one. My left one has a real weakness to just, if it doesn't want to do it, it won't do it.
Yeah. But at least you're not like contorting your body and
No.
trying to get it up.
No, I control it on the way. Like if I know I'm going to fail, I know I'm going to fail. There's no point trying to.
I find guys do that a lot, specifically with pressing. It's like they're on like rep 10 and they get to here and it sticks, and then they start going like that as if they're doing like a salsa dance trying to get it up. And all you're really going to do is injure yourself. Like by looking at me doing that, how much benefit does it actually look like I'm getting in terms of like muscular stimulus, well, in comparison to how much of a risk of injury there is there. So if the rep's not going to go, it's not going to go. You just have to stay disciplined with your technique and see if it does go through. Really push. Don't let yourself get contorted and move your body about. If it's not going to go, it's not going to go. I'm still out of breath.
This is your heaviest, right?
Yeah, so it's the heaviest I've been. I think my high days is just over 5,000. Normal training days is like top end of 4,000, like so maybe. So just now I'm 3 high days a week. That's only just been updated because I was just 2. So both my push days are high days. My glute and hamstring days just been moved to a high day as well to try and bring up the hamstrings a wee bit. That's 5,273 calories. Standard training days, 4,792. Rest days, 4,187, which may seem high, but it's been higher in my last off season. So there's definitely room there still to push up and get a bit more out of it. But you know, we don't want to rush things. We want to try and hold on to condition as much as possible so that I don't have to cut my off season short. It's the last thing we want to do. Yeah, that's the thing with bodybuilding now. Like when you're dieting, you're uncomfortable. When you're in the off season, you're uncomfortable. The only real enjoyable bit is that kind of brief period between the end of your prep and when you start your off season again, when you're rebounding. Where you're at just now, actually. That's the only real good bit.
Yeah, it's a comfortable amount of eating.
Because you're lean, you're still really lean. You're full because you've got more food. You're not stuffing yourself and you're not hungry anymore. You're sitting in limbo, a nice place.
Yeah.
But it doesn't last forever.
Up. Yeah, nice.
Hey. Hey.
Come on.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey.
Easy. Come on. Keep pushing. Burn these out. Let's go.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
One more. Come on. Drive. Drive.
Hey.
Oh, good work.
In biathlon when I was a teenager. If you don't know what biathlon is, it's basically cross-country skiing with a rifle on your back. So you race around a lap, stop, gather your breath, and you shoot down 5 targets, and you get like a penalty for each target that you miss. I actually did really well in that. Used to come first in the under 14s in Britain, Scottish Championships. Went over to Europe, I came 3rd. So kind of wish I'd stuck it out, but then I wouldn't have found bodybuilding. So.
Why did I not know this?
Did you not know that?
No.
I gave it up because I became a teenager and discovered alcohol and other narcotics.
Oh, there's a burn in them shoulders already.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Good. Good. Keep it moving, mate. Nice. Good.
Yep.
Nice.
Four
Really
knees,
good.
mate.
What's that?
Here. Yep.
Good.
2 more.
One more. Come on.
Yep.
Finish. Good.
That's it.
Probably a little bit heavier. Nice. That's it. Come on. Set. Good. Come on. Squeeze again. One more. Finish. Good.
Yeah. Come on. All on you. Let's go. Drop.
Give that a wee nudge up.
Yep. Force these out. Come on. Tempo. Let's go. Track them out. Let's go. Yeah.
That's all you know, mate. Nice. Squeeze. Grip the bar hard, mate. Nice. Squeeze. Again. Come on. One more. Wrap it out, mate. Come on. Again. More. Finish there. Something that a lot of people go wrong on this one is they think about driving the weight up and they end up like pulling up with their traps, so like kind of going like that, and you'll notice that people end up with a massive trap pump at the end of it. A good tip is to imagine that you're pushing the weight out wide. Instead of thinking about just getting them high, think about going as far out as you can. And you're not trying to lift the dumbbell, you're trying to lift your elbow. So almost like coming up with the elbow slightly higher than the hand, because that bone there is what's actually attached on to your shoulder, so it's that bone that's moving. It doesn't really matter where the dumbbell is, as long as your elbow's getting up high and you're contracting the side delt.
Yep. Up. Yep. Nice. Come on. Drive.
Nice. Elbows up, man. Good. Good. So coming out wide, mate. Again. One. From this one. Good. Again. Fight it down. One more. It's at that point in the session now where you just kind of start fading out. I don't sleep great at the moment. Like, I've been trying to figure out how to best mitigate my sleep for months and months and months. Pretty much since I competed, actually. But I was taking the train by JP, Dream Sleep, and it helps me get to sleep, but I found that I'm like waking up about like 5 in the morning and I'm awake for about an hour before I can get back to sleep. So that's been happening for a few weeks now, so I need to potentially look at a different option to see what can improve that.
I work best, I've found over the last few weeks, in about 6 hours sleep, because everyone says, you know, the standard is I get 8 hours sleep. I work awfully throughout the day. If I'm on 8 hours sleep, I can't perform. About that 5-6 hours is where I'm.
Everybody's different, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, I would usually say like minimum of 6, but like I can sleep like 6 or 7 hours, but if it's broken sleep, or like my missus is really bad for setting multiple alarms in the morning, no shout out to Simone. Technically, like resetting your sleep cycle, you want to be asleep for about 90 minutes to actually go through a full cycle so that you feel fresh. Like if you set alarms every 5 minutes, you're going to wake up feeling groggy as
Come on, chase that pump. Good. Got this nice and strong. Yep. Come on, keep that elbow tight. Yeah. Nice. All in it. Keep going. Yep. Yep. Nice.
That's a wrap. This is the anabolic window that we've got here in the gym. It's warped to make you look twice as big as you actually are, depending on the angle. Off. 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 Come on. Off. 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 Up. Set. Up. Again. Burn it out. Nice. Okay, so with Elliot, obviously he's got aspirations to compete, hopefully in next year's Scottish bodybuilding season. As a coach, I want him to improve from what I've done wrong in the past. So my first season, I didn't focus on posing enough. And since then, I've made one of my goals for my off season, not just to get more size and make the improvements that I was looking for, but also to make sure that my posing's as flawless as I can make it. So that means practicing daily. It means going down to Glasgow to do sessions with Andy. It means getting Jack to look over my posing as well and just make sure that everything's fitting. And not even just the way that I'm holding poses, but the way that I move between them, making sure that transitions are smooth and fluid and that everything flows well. My goal for Elliot is for him to stand on a first-timer stage and for posing not to be an issue. So, you know, obviously there's no major pressure for a first-timer bodybuilder to pose like a professional, but if we can have him up there moving really good, it's going to draw the eye and really make him stand out. So there won't be a single person on that first-timer stage when he goes to Granite or wherever he starts that will pose better than this man by the time I'm through with him. Promise you that. So we've been working a lot on how he holds his poses, but recently we've been working on his transition, so that's what we're going to work through today. So I'll just get you to do a full round through of your quarter turns first, and then we'll go through your transitions.
Quarter turns, no pose, no transitions.
No, I'll do the transitions, but I'm just not going to make any corrections.
I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told him I'm next. I need my bag, just run me the check. Cable was mine, I ain't taking less. I told them all I'm as real as it gets. Shit be a shit, dog, I'm cutting the net. I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told him I'm next. I need my bag, just run me the check. Cable was mine, I ain't taking less. I told them all I'm as real as it gets. Shit be a shit, dog, I'm cutting the net. I thought I told them I came for my spot. They told me time is like money, that's why I done made it. I sweated, I'm spending a lot. They never seen the hours I put in to get here. They only just see what I got. I spent my time in the lab all this winter. I sweated the summer is gonna be hot. I cannot lie on this shit. I paid a lot for this shit. They got some money to spend. I got some money to get. I gotta talk on this shit. I swear I told them I'm here. I feel like I'm in the league. I just keep making these hits. Took a little break, but I swear that I'm back. Going ask anybody, put a city on the map. They was trying to call when they sent a contract, but I never reply, let's send it for the max. Everything I said, man, they know it's all facts. Told them if they want a verse, and they go and get text. Told them last year that I'm coming for it all. Go and check the numbers, dog, I'm putting up stats. Yeah. I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told him I'm next. I need my bag, just run me the check. Cable was mine, I ain't taking less. I told them all I'm as real as it gets. Shit be a shit, dog, I'm cutting the net.
There, you're just going to step forward into the most muscular. Nice. Make sure the lats flared out. Good. Tense everything hard. Nice. Finish there. How'd that feel?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Like that's possibly the best round closing I've had.
Yeah. That was
Just
really
in
good, mate.
The transitions need a lot of work, but my key is I've practiced these poses nearly every day since we started posing. George has a photo that he put up on his Instagram of my comparatives, And the weight was a huge change, but also the posing
Yeah.
has come along drastically.
Yeah.
The key has definitely been practice. Transitions are starting to become a practice as well. And really just focusing on piecing every individual bit together until we're stage ready.
Yeah. Thing about competing in bodybuilding, right? Obviously, we spend so much time building up the body. We spend time in prep, getting lean, making sure that we are conditioned enough to go on the stage. But if you don't focus on your posing and how you present that physique, that package that you're bringing, you're doing yourself a discredit. So if you are going to be competing specifically in the 2025 Scottish season and you're watching this, make sure that you're practicing your posing. I think it's what, like, at the time of recording, like 5 weeks out, you know, practice your posing, and not even just how you hold your poses, how you move between your poses. Nobody wants to be seeing somebody that's on stage and they're in a front relax and then they're like moving like a robot and then going into it. You know, you want people to be flowing nicely. You want things that look fluid. How much better does that look? So make sure that you're practicing your posing, or you're doing all of the hard work that you're putting in the gym a discredit. Right, I'll do a physique update now.
I thought I told them I came for my spot. They told me time is like money, that's why I done made it. I sweated, I'm spending a lot. They never seen the hours I put in to get here, they only just see what I got. I spent my time in the lab all this winter, I sweated the summer is gonna be hot. I cannot lie on this shit, I paid a lot for this shit. They got some money to spend, I got some money to get. I gotta talk on this shit, I swear I told them I'm here. I feel like I'm in the league, I just keep making these hits. Took a little break, but I swear that I'm back. Go and ask anybody, put a city on the map. They was trying to call when they sent a contract, but I never reply, let's just send it for the max. Everything I said, man, they know it's all facts. Told them if they want a verse, and they go and get text. Told them last year that I'm coming for it all. Go and check the numbers, dog, I'm putting up stats, I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told them
So that's us wrapping up the video there. Really, really good session. Always love getting in with Elliot to have a wee look in person and make sure that everything's running smoothly and he's not slacking on me.
I don't get a chance.
So, but nah, really happy with where you're sitting now, mate. Everything's come out of the diet phase really well, and just excited to get stuck in with his off season. As for myself, so I'm very much peak off season just now. I know I was speaking earlier about like being out of breath and shit like that. Like it's if you've done a proper off season, you know what it's like. It's not comfortable at all. But there's still plenty more room to improve. More food to be pushed. There's definitely a bit more space there. So hopefully we keep pushing weight up a wee bit while making sure that we're keeping the waist within control and we're not blowing anything out, because with classic physique we need to make sure that the waist remains pretty tight. So we're just going to keep grinding away. Obviously next time I think we'll be doing either the glutes and hamstring session or the standard push session. So today was push and biceps, but we'll decide. Podcasts are going well as well. Make sure that you check them out if you haven't already. Other than that, we're going to sign out.
Great.
Make sure to leave a comment and let us know what you think.